Lang, 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 wah, 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 bum, 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 bum.
This is the story of living simply in Sicily. Why don't you come along with us and sing along the way? If you had a favorite group that you used to sing with, try and imagine you can still hear them now.
Jeffrey,
Yes, dear.
when we watch TV in Sicily,
Yes.
what's the difference than watching it in the United States?
Well, their programming is somewhat different. Their rating system, if you will, or whatever, is different than the U.S. But the main thing is they don't have commercials every 5 minutes. They don't have 2 minutes worth of commercials.
What do?
They, at the top of the hour, they have whatever commercial advertisements they're going to have, and then they start the show, and the show will run to the half hour, and then they'll have maybe another few minutes of commercials. So you have probably 20 minutes or 25 minutes of actual watching time with whatever program you're watching.
So it's kind of like watching a movie with an intermission?
Yes, it's you have time when they do show all the commercials that are sponsoring the shows and so forth. You have time to go and get your coffee, your snacks, or whatever the case may be, and knowing that you have ample time to do that. And then when you sit back down again, you know you're going to be entertained by continuing to watch the show for another 25 or 30 minutes without interruptions.
Right.
Where in the U.S., every few minutes they have a few minutes worth of commercials, and it really gets old when you're trying to watch something.
Yeah.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Very, very much so. You can't. About the time you get focused on the show and start to get into it, they interrupt it with some commercials, most of which have got something to do with some new drug that they've.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
We don't watch regular television, but every once in a while we have a CBS and an NBC app. So we're always shocked whenever we watch one of those shows how many interruptions, and every single time, nearly every single time, it's about a new drug.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
And it's very disruptive to the show that you're watching. It's very disjointed. I have trouble concentrating anyway, so when I watch a show like that, I'm like all over the place.
Well, that's correct. I mean, they do have other commercials, let's face it. They have car commercials and maybe liquor commercials, that type of thing, especially.
And also, like, in the difference is, like, in Italy, we try to use a natural approach.
Right.
You go to the drugstore, the pharmacia, you ask them, I have a rash or I have this, and they'll give you a homeopathic remedy or an herbal remedy or try this. Very, very few drugs. They don't promote, like, constant antibiotics and things like that, and if you do need it, you can get it without even a prescription.
Right.
But just a whole different approach. It
is, isn't it? It's very much so.
Yeah, it's hard to always have to switch your mind on we're here and this is how they do things, and then we go there, and this is how they do things. And there's certain things that we prefer over another, and one of them is watching television. One of the things that really is interesting is Netflix. Okay, so we don't pay for regular programming, and whatever Airbnb that we're at, we use whatever system they have. And if they don't have a smart TV or something, then you can get online on your phone with Netflix, and you can get Italian Netflix. Italian Netflix is really awesome because you can watch shows that they allow in Europe that they don't allow in America. It's really interesting. So we pay for our Netflix, and when we're in America, we watch American Netflix, and when we go back to Italy, it's like all of these new shows that we can't get to see. So that's exciting. At least we have something to watch. Sicily.
Yes.
When we're in Italy,
and
we're watching TV, we get like a few channels.
Right.
Some of the things that we watch are like the cooking shows that they have in America, so we can understand a lot of the food names in Italian.
Correct.
And then we watch some of the game shows where they...
the game shows are the best.
Yeah. What do you like about them?
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
They're really animated. The audience gets into it, and they really keep it moving. It's kind of an active show, if you will.
Right. They're funny. Now, one of the things that we have come to know with our friends is that Italians do not understand American humor, and we do not quite understand theirs as well.
That's very true. The Italian humor, I don't get it. I had these conversations with Italians, and it goes back and forth. They have to explain what they mean, and we have to explain what we mean, what the context of a joke is, and
Right.
They don't get it, and we don't get theirs.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
So, looking forward to going back?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, what about that TV? Looking forward to watching TV without commercials?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Buona giornata.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Arrivederci.